Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
Welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the world. I'm your host, PK, with Blvd. And I'm joined by the man in the pink hoodie and the golden ring. Ladies and gentlemen, Bad Take Bry, the merch guy.
Hello, fellow freaks. This is actually my father. My father's golden ring.
PG, Patrick Ginsburg.
Right.
I gave that to you when you were just a wee lad. Is it Paul?
When you died, you gave it to
Paula.
me. Was your dad's name Paula? Yes or no?
Paula.
And a man
Paula,
with
Michael
the
Williams.
nicest pussy on the podcast. The best dressed ring announcer in all of professional wrestling history, a CCW Hall of Famer, a Price is Right Showcase Showdown winner, a former boat owner, a former XPW ring announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, Long Dong Larry the Legend.
Larry.
Hi.
My kitty Mariah is the biggest freak. She's the biggest freak since Cat Martini.
I wouldn't expect anything less from your cats, Larry.
Yeah, you're freaky ass
Cat
cats.
Martini. Cat Martini named this cat. Cat Martini named this one.
Tonight I'm drinking a pumpkin beer. 'Tis the season. Our people's time is upon us, Larry. I like that shirt you're wearing, by the way.
Yo, I like that I'm like connected to all these motherfuckers. Like I've announced them all. I'm connected to all these motherfuckers. I love that so much.
You announced June? Walk us through step by step. When did you announce New Jack?
I mean, I did the last match that he did. The ICW down in Tampa. Remember when ICW was down in Tampa?
Yeah, Tampa.
For that one media.
Didn't he also come out when he was at the bloodshed?
The barn.
He was at the barn.
Yeah, he did the Q. He came out that time.
Right.
But he really was there for the Q&A. He was really there for the Q&A that weekend. But
right, he wasn't.
yeah, I have a lot of memories with both fellow Sagittarius Sabu, former guest on our show, Sabu, and Zan and the Dig. You know, I got my history with the Dig, and June Kasai.
Jun.
Yeah, I've announced them all. So this is a very special Ring in the Season shirt that I'm wearing tonight, and available now.
Available now. You know, in years past, we did a little sale, $20. You know? But then I realized that, like, $25 is really the new $20 because you can't get a T-shirt for less than $35. Like, if those shirts were to come out now, they'd be $35.
Yeah. Now, Pat, how did you decide who would be who? Or why did you pick Pinhead, you know, Ghostface, Candyman?
How did
that?
Well, it's so funny because I guess it really is a window into my Mount Rushmores, volumes 1 through 3, right? So it's like, okay, who are the and you know, the pieces can change based on the coagulability. You know what I mean? So it's like Terry Funk, obviously top 4 death. I'm talking about the first shirt because you can't talk about the second shirt's choices without the first shirt. Right. So it goes Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers, Texas Chainsaw Leatherface. So those are like the big 4. Those are the big 4. So it's like, okay, so Mankind Sacco becomes Freddy. The green and red becomes the plaid and green. And Sacco becomes the claw. So, okay, Foley's in top 4. Freddy's in top 4. Boom. Obviously, it writes itself, Chainsaw Charlie, Terry Funk, Leatherface. And then it's like, okay, Onita, Hayabusa. Hayabusa's mask needed to be melded with Jason's mask. So I wouldn't even say that Hayabusa's like a top 4 for me, but it was there creatively.
I mean, he died in the ring, or he got paralyzed in the ring.
And then, of course, it's just very funny to me to have Michael Myers' like stature, just the gas station attendant suit, the mechanic suit, with just looking Onita's face. Yeah, it's very funny.
It's good.
It is very, very funny to me. So that one kind of wrote itself. And then after the booming success of 1, it's like, okay, so who are the next 4? And to be honest, that time it becomes, who are the next 4 biggest horror people? So Pennywise, Candyman, Scream, and Pinhead, to me, are easily the next top 4 after those original top 4.
Well, Candyman just looks he's the only black horror guy.
No.
I resent you implying that he needed a black.
Well, do you?
It's the only way you could have used New Jack.
Did you ever
couldn't have made him anyone else.
Oh
sorry,
God.
Sorry, Larry.
It's all right. It's all right. We're getting off to a rip-roaring start.
Go on, Larry. I'm sorry.
Did you ever consider Art the Clown ever for any of your
Larry, to be honest with you, Art the Clown wasn't even on the radar. And honestly,
he wasn't.
No, but the movies
wasn't even on the radar.
I mean, maybe Terrifier 1 was out at some point between shirts 1 and 3. But he wasn't on the radar, no. So it becomes who can and yo, what's up? What's up, Rhinestone?
What up?
So it becomes I just wanted
Zandig. We want to hear from you.
Zandig needed to be Pinhead because, well, number 1, he's bald, and number 2, you could put the cube right in the middle of the Zandig claw. So that was really the first idea. Is Zandig as Pinhead. And then the rest kind of fell into place. And then the third one, for those of you who don't know, my favorite is Matt Tremont as Chucky.
Dude, the fact that Tremont gets on that,
signed off, asked his permission.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? In this echelon? Oh, yeah.
Masada was Hannibal Lecter, so he had the Hannibal mask, but he was holding the skewers. Then you had Abdullah Kobayashi as Mr. Spaulding. That was a Brian idea.
Captain
Spaulding. You know, and that's a deeper cut, but hey, you know, it's the third. Too. And then my favorite is, it was the Ring Girl as Necro, but the Ring Girl isn't Necro. She's just herself, and she's holding a Choose Death videotape. But, and then if you look at her feet, she's standing in light tube glass, which Necro was, at least for my first impression, the guy who did the shoeless. He was the first guy that I saw do Tootsies on glass. So it kind of all made sense, and I love that one the most. And everyone's like, well, who's that? I'm like, well, it's Necro. But it's like, oh, but it's a woman.
Bro, but it's Necro. Do you understand? Necro doesn't see sex.
Yeah, and because in a way, it's like his fucking legend and his ambiance are just the tape that the fucking ghoul is holding. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like it's still honors. It's still honors. And you know what? Honestly, dude, if I was thinking this today, or this week at least, if I was to do a 4, I would probably have just like, after everything I learned about wanting to move merch and you know, releasing the popcorn bucket that everybody's going to eat out of, I probably would have done Art the Clown Rhea mashup. But they already did that. But they didn't, on the Hot Topic exclusive collab tee, they're both on the same shirt. They didn't meld one into the other, which would have been very easily doable.
Right, it's just them both their specific characters on the shirt.
Yeah, you do Rhea, like the pose is, you know, Rhea doing the wave, but she's got a little top hat on and she's wearing the Art the Clown makeup, and maybe in her hand she has like a fucking saw, you know, like a fucking, you know, the from One, the upside down pussy saw. You know, what do you call that? Hacksaw. A hacksaw. But they already did it, dude. They already did it. Hey! By the way, all those shirts are on sale right now on Blvd Bullies.bigcartel.com. And I actually did message Ripley. And I was like, yo, we would love to send you these shirts if you have a P.O. box. You know, because I wanted to stress P.O. box just to let her know that I don't care to get her home address.
You know, Pat, Smart. I think the better bet would have been to go through Buddy.
Oh, Buddy.
Yo, he would have been like, yeah, definitely. For sure, man. Absolutely, brother. Yo, dude, you're so right.
Maybe I should have been the one to go through Buddy.
You could still go through him.
Oh, you can go through.
I'm just saying, you know, he knows I'm not trying to munch.
No, but if you need to message her, or I need to message him, because if you message him, he's gonna think you want to blow him.
That's what I'm saying.
And he might.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, and can I just say,
just stuck on a ladder too. You know, a lat.
There was
muscle.
And by the way, speaking of Larry's favorite part of the show, there are many comments that want us to do a behind the music, an in-depth take on Brian's XPW career in conjunction with Larry's, which I feel like I want to do this evening. But I want to say that I did do commentary with Necro, and I consider him a lad. I consider him somebody who doesn't want to punch me. And we had a 10-hour meeting in his hotel room that evening. And at some point during that 10 to 12-hour meeting in his hotel room, I said, hey, can Blvd Bullies release some Choose Death t-shirts? You get all the money, I won't even slap a logo on it. Just let me do it. And just let me use our platform to do it. He goes, no. He goes, no. The fans that pay me, I'm not asking them for one more dollar. That's why I don't have my shirt. So, and I'm, and this meeting is going all night long. And I go, don't you think, Schlack, don't you think it's a good idea? Yeah. And I'm sitting at the foot of Necro, massaging them, saying, let's do these shirts. And I see now that Necro Butcher is releasing merchandise in conjunction with something. Have you guys seen this?
Wrong time, wrong place, man.
Yeah.
Wrong time.
How long was their meeting?
They probably had a mock-up and everything, though.
You gotta use Larry's hole.
That hole is
Larry, you were like in the meeting in spirit, but you were in the meeting driving home in those moments. And I suggest that you were probably at
Ken Dixon was with me.
You were probably at work by the time our meeting ended. But yeah, did you see this? The Necro Butcher kind of like Lone Star beer mashup that's on pre-sale now?
It's merch?
It's merch!
I didn't see it.
One's a shirt and one's a hat.
Yeah,
like
but the hat has like a little bit of like egg. It's got the scrambled egg on it.
Miller Lite effect.
Anyway, speaking of Necro, he stole the weekend. Did he not?
Oh, he did.
Definitely one of the matches of the night. There was some good other matches though too.
What are we talking about here, Brian?
The Sevan King of the Death Match 2025.
Who won last year?
Schlack.
And he didn't participate this year.
Negative.
He was supposed to wrestle.
Be there.
Right.
Los Mosquitos versus Faces of Death. Didn't happen.
Severe, live, violent nature, Indianapolis, Indiana, at the Fountain Square Theater. This place looked pretty nice.
Powered by STF Media.
It looked like a place that you would do a big annual improv show at.
It looked like a Masonic temple.
It was like a theater.
It looked nice. I mean, the place.
It was like a theater / church effect.
It was kind of giving the GCW LA Turkish Center vibes a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks reminiscent of a GCW setup with like the people sitting on the stage and how they would come down to fucking steps and shit. It looked dope. And the stream was awesome until towards the end it started getting fucked up. But I'm not sure.
The internet bandwidth went drastically down, like right after intermission.
It's because Andy pulled up on that motherfucker. That's what happened.
Hey man, that was just a little hat flip.
He brought his hotspot. He brought his hotspot, and it was
a little. I got told all the information from my boys that were there that it was just an innocent little hat flip.
Wait a second. This was the fuck around and find out thing that I was tagged in.
Yeah.
Okay, can you walk us through this? Andy Lawler.
Basically, Andy Lawler came up, he checked his ass, said, "Hey, man, you talking shit? Like, what the fuck's up? Why you talking shit?" And then fucking dude
stayed in his seat. He stayed in his seat. He did not stand up. He knew better.
He's like, "Oh, it's not all like that." And Andy's like, "Oh, fuck that," and slapped his hat off.
Wait a second.
Like, not even slapped it.
You're saying that this was a member of the Deathmatch Elite who was not invited to the luncheon?
I wouldn't say elite member. I would say the other one. That other group.
United.
No, I think the other one. Isn't there another one?
Well, and I feel like in recent weeks, we missed last week, and thank you guys for bearing with us and tuning in, that within the last 2 weeks, Andy Lawler has come under some fire for supporting the Necro Butcher. That's where this all is stemming from, correct?
Yep.
Well, I think the person that he stood up to was like harassing poor Andy Lawler's fucking life. He was like calling his fucking job, telling him he's a Nazi and saying all kinds of crazy shit.
Yep.
First off.
Yep.
So like,
Yo, Andy Lawler's not a small man.
Yeah,
No,
he is not getting muscled up anytime soon. There ain't no way. But this kid, this dude, this person thought he was fucking, like, you know, he showed he was a puss by not standing the fuck up. And Andy realistically just, like, flicked his hat innocently. And everybody's
he's
throwing
lucky
a
that's
fit
all
like,
he fucking did.
what the fuck you letting bullying happen at your show? It's
That's
called
also-
severe violent nature.
He's lucky
What
that's
the
all
fuck
he
you mean?
flicked. Well,
You're
that's
like-
very. That sounds very New York hardcore to me.
Yeah, a little-
I'm gonna fly first class just to kick your ass and fly home again.
Jane saw
Right.
Bob Strike Back. That's what they did.
You,
Bad
my
dude.
friends, are the ball lickers.
Right.
Well, realistically, you can't really call yourself a friend of Necro if you're just going to let somebody walk all over
It's,
you.
it's funny that they call it bullying when the guy that who was flicked was the guy that was fucking harassing the guy that flicked his hat.
Well, Brian,
That's
you've
their
experienced
game, though,
this.
right?
Dude,
That's
this guy, I know exactly who the man is, and he fucking used to talk mad shit about me too.
That's their game, though,
It's the
is
worst.
to run their mouth, and then when you check them in person, they ain't going to do a damn thing but sit there.
The lords
Sit
of the
there,
keyboard.
sit there,
The lords
sit
of the
there.
keyboard. They are the lords of the keyboard.
And I guess Andy was eyeing him for half the show because he was directly right in front of him. He was on the other side of the ring.
Andy just
But he's
needed
looking right at him.
he needed a few of those Jim Beam nips. That he was like, you know what? I'm going up to this guy. Dude. Hey, you got a problem with
I'm proud of Andy Lawler. He
Yeah,
represented
because
the
he's like
elite very well.
6'3", dude.
Yeah, fuck around and find out, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
and,
I
you
feel
know,
like it's perfectly reasonable to get your hat flicked off if you're harassing someone's life.
Yeah,
yo,
he didn't punch him, which he could have, but he didn't.
Thinking of like New York hardcore back in the day, you know, I was in like high school. You'd go to like the venue, and there'd be a guy moshing who would straight up smash your girlfriend in the face. And if you said, "Hey," you push the guy, you say, "Hey, don't do that," you get jumped by like 15 people. And I'm not talking about hat flicking. You know what I mean? So it's like growing up in like skateboarding in the hood, or growing up in like hardcore, or even, I don't know, any kind of like marginally bad neighborhood that's not in fucking New Jersey. Gives you like a little bit of peace of mind about, like, I don't know, minding your own fucking business. And I feel like the people who talk the most online are the ones who have never been punched or faced with being punched or ever had to mind their own business. You know what I'm saying? So good for him.
It was a
Now
good
you're a
atmosphere, too.
man. You're a man. Now you're a man. You're a man. Now you're a man. You're a man. Yo, speaking of men's. What about my boy Necro, dude? Just doing the Foley.
The unprotected chair shots.
They're just
to the head.
saying, he's saying, hey, everybody's going to be doing all this stuff. How about you just hit me in the head with a chair 10 times?
And beer bottles twice.
I was saying to Brian before the stream started, like, Necro's like the king of, like, postmodern deathmatch impressionism. You know, it's like there's so much glass and, like, popping and oohing and awing. He goes, he's the grindcore band of it all. He'll go guardrails, chairs, body slams, bar fight. I'm sorry, go ahead, Icarus.
I was just going to state that we should give also respect to Necro because when he's in his knockout sequence, his faces are absolutely priceless. When that man looks like he's lifeless on the floor, the faces that he's given.
Those aren't faces. Those aren't faces, dude.
Dude, He looked rough. He looked rough.
Yo,
After that one beer bottle shot, he looked rough.
now look, the Facebook persona is one thing. I've never spoken to him about anything other than wrestling and baseball and fucking like shit that we have in common, So maybe I'm in an echo chamber. But that's just like a dope fucking guy. And he came back from the dead in No Holds Barred 1. Right? He was basically a walking fucking corpse.
He thought he was going to die at that point.
And even in that moment, he goes, Schlack, punch me as hard as you can. I'm not going out like a fucking bitch. Don't take it easy on me because I'm going to die. I want people to remember me this fucking way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then with the life that he's left, like the extra time that he's been given since that moment, he has never compromised and always done something different, grounded, realistic, dope, and creative, and cynical, and fucking alty, and I fucking love that dude. I just love that dude. And to see him get bloodied and bruised the way he was, I was like, please stop. Please don't do that. I might as well have been Colette Foley in the front row of this Mankind Rock expose these guys put on, dude.
You would have been screaming in tears.
No! Dylan, no! Larry, do you care to weigh in? I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but Necro Butcher is a subject I'm very passionate about.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the movie with him.
All right, Brian, care to comment?
No, he's a fucking legendary fucking dude, bro. Highly enjoyable. Anytime he's viewed. Enjoy him while you can.
One of the best. Enjoy him while you can.
I just want to say, I thought it was kind of, it has never sat well with me that after he was seen at No Holds Barred 1, looking like death, CZW inducts him into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and they fucking would. They were clout chasing. They were death chasing. They were fucking obituary riding. They were Brett Lauderdale-ing it up, dude.
Well, you had to act fast.
And when he went into the Hall of Fame, he was still looking all gaunt. He was still looking all like, I'm not going to be around next month.
Not looking good.
And we were all, yeah.
I mean, how did he do it? The guy's like 300 pounds right now, dude.
He learned from Christian Bale.
I think we resurrected him. Our cheers, our applause. You know how like Hogan would be in the ring and he'd be like, I'm about to die. But if we would be like, clap, 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 he'd be like, oh God, I hear that, clap, clap, clap. Like I can't go down because you're clap, clap, clapping. I feel like we did it.
Well, Larry, how dope was it when he was when everyone was sure he was dying, Schlack versus Necro, NHB1, you gave him the chaos intro and he pointed at you. He pointed at you like, with my dying breath, that was the best last intro. But now I feel like if he knew he was gonna live, he probably wouldn't have given you that credit. Like you just did the best last intro.
I think at that point he thought he was gonna die. I was looking at him like this man is gonna die. So I was like, oh my God, let me fucking ring hell's bells for him one last time. But then he lived.
Yeah.
I saw him the next month at CZW inducting him into the Hall of Fame.
What a fucking sellout.
You raised him, Larry. You raised him from the dead.
Not just me, us. That's what I'm saying. It's not me. It's not just me. It's us.
It is you.
I think Schlack is extremely responsible for that as well. I think
for
Schlack is very
yes.
Woke him right up. Woke
Yo,
his ass right up.
because
I mean, I think
I'm sure there are a lot of dudes who would say, "I'll do it." Like, hey, like you're sitting across from dead Necro, skeleton Necro, like a day away from fucking death, dude, and it's like, this is my last match. Punch me in the face as hard as you can. Who would you trust more than Schlack, dude? I'm sure a lot would say they would, but not many could. And Schlack brought him back to life by not treating him like a corpse, dude.
Feed back into him.
Wow, holy fuck. Yeah, but if you had told me this weekend that he died after that match with Judge Joe Dredd, I would believe you. Because this shit was fucking horrific and horrible, and it wasn't a pleasure to watch.
I was pretty pleasured watching that.
Now, what pleasured it about you? Like, were you like, good for you, Necro?
I mean, it's just awesome to watch. I personally enjoy watching people get smashed in the head with chairs. I enjoy it greatly.
All right, let's get to the chat. Brendan says, Brian, that hoodie is dope. Chase says, Larry. Hey, Larry. Larry. We need you.
Sorry.
Are we doing the comments now? How are we doing?
No, I'm just doing. I'm just updating the chat. The picture of Andy standing over the dude as he's sitting in the chair like a good boy was hilarious. Jay and Silent Bob in real life, on site in real life.
How many people want to kick some
Pat
ass?
learned how to fight after listening to a Throwdown CD. No, I'm not a good fighter. I've never been a put up your dukes type of guy. Like, I'll talk my shit. Like, I'll drop a smoke bomb and be out. You know what I mean? Or if there's a group fight, you can count on me as a group fight, as a support. Like, if somebody's getting punched and I can run in and punch the guy who's punching without the guy seeing or expecting me.
Random sucker punch.
Like, yeah, Brian, if you were getting jumped, I would totally sucker punch the fuck out of whoever was jumping. I'd get right in there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Or I would talk my shit, you would get into a fight, I would sucker punch the guy fighting you, and then smoke bomb. And by smoke bomb, I mean you just throw a beer bottle somewhere. You just smash something, break a mirror, run away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I did listen to the first Throwdown CD and learn to fight. Necro is the king. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I don't get the shit talk on Necro. It's, you know what? And it's so funny because there are so many more easy marks. Like, to talk shit on Necro would suggest that you're like really, really, stupid. And like really.
Well, that's the way the world is today. People can't have their own political comments or views without somebody trying to cancel you.
Necro is like a what do you call him? A zoomer, a boomer, a baby boomer. The only place he expresses his views are on his own Facebook. You know what I mean? He's not on Twitter. He's not on Instagram. He's not using his like wrestling platform, which he refuses to even create one.
Well, his wrestling platform is his own. That's his.
Right,
his
but like there
Facebook.
should be a Necro Butcher Choose Death Instagram with all his best highlights and clip of the week, and he could be like making so much money and all this shit. So it's like the only place that he interacts is on Facebook, and everybody knows that people who only interact on Facebook are weird. So why argue? Like okay, if you want to argue on Twitter. Like Ricochet argues on Twitter. The modern fucks argue on Twitter. But like the lames argue on Facebook. So if you're concerned with Necro's Facebook, you're not even in touch with the outrage that you should be having based on your analytics, Like, who cares what Dylan says on his Facebook?
People are weird as fuck, dude.
I don't know.
They have to have things their way.
On the other hand, he does come out in like a black and gold polo shirt. You know, which
what he draws to himself makes sense because he's a controversial guy.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Red the Dog. Tropical, Mai Tais, Larry's Cat, Mariah, and group fights with smoke bombs in conjunction with the jacket. All right, let's talk more about this King of the Death match. Brian, you were locked in. You were watching it.
I watched it.
Icarus, what was your interaction with this King of the Death?
I watched the whole thing and assisted my guys that were there.
Arrow Boy defeats Alex Colon. Lucha Extrema death match.
Good match. Great match.
Alex Colon losing in the first round.
Yeah.
And they went hard. They went hard as fuck too.
Dale Patrick's an old friend of the program defeats Tank in a blunt force trauma match.
Not as good as the first match, but it was quicker. This match was quicker.
I enjoy the not death match jackass Dale Patrick's. I love this one. The Japanese, you know.
Dale Patrick's broke in at the same time as like Ricky Shane in the TOD scene, and he was like Team Ricky Shane. I always felt bad for Dale Patrick's, but I think he's coming to his own.
He's very fit
he's
now.
Where
He's
he needs
very
to be
fit.
now.
He's much more fit than RSP is.
Yeah, yeah.
Phil Insane defeats Hoodfoot. Is this the match that had the Hoodfoot diamond cutter off of the stage?
Yeah.
Off the stage through the table with the tubes on it.
I just felt the hip of Hoodfoot just crying for help.
And it was such a clean cutter too. Like he hits that.
Clean as long as you're cool with breaking your hip.
His hip wasn't broken though. He was good. He continued the match.
Oh my god. Absolutely.
He choked his ass. Phil choked his ass out with a bandsaw blade.
Bobby Beverly defeats Nate Webb. Nate Webb with the chaos intro always.
Can't stand it.
You hate Teenage Dirtbag?
As an intro to a fucking for a wrestler that he does it every single time and it's the longest fucking intro ever. Yeah, I'm over it. I liked Teenage Dirtbag when I was 13 years old.
Larry, are you a teenage dirtbag? Do you have any Spider Nate Webb intro stories?
Lost in New York.
That's when Wheatus actually opened for them, yeah?
Yep.
So wait, at some point while Wheatus was playing, did you get to come in and go, and making his way to the ring, or did they go, Larry, yo, sit this one out?
Weren't you there? Pat, weren't you there?
I don't remember.
It's on YouTube. It's one of GCW's most watched videos on YouTube.
I think they probably
start off by going, I start off by going, ladies and gentlemen, Wheatus! And then they fucking start.
Oh, the SNL intro. So they played. So that's how you started. They played. Nate Webb made his way out to the ring, and then did you intro MJF?
Yes.
From Plainfield, Long Island. Boop, 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 ba-bum, ba-bum. Yeah. Great match. Great times, dude.
Dude, how is MJF's theme the People's Court? It's Judge Wapner. That's
Judge Wapner wishes. Eric Ryan defeated Neil Diamond Cutter. Neil Diamond Cutter on the retirement toe.
That was another good match.
Neil's such a little guy. He's
little
such
fucking
a little
honey
guy.
badger.
I love
But he's
watching
full of
him.
energy.
Don't fuck with
Like
the
a
honey
pit
Spark
bull.
plug.
Like a pit bull. He's like a pit
Yeah,
bull
he's
or a bull terrier.
dog
He's
off
a
a
little
cage.
motherfucking, yeah.
like a little honey
Yeah.
badger.
Like a
Dog
little
off
honey
a leash.
badger. Dude. Love him. Love Neil Diamond, dude. Hell of guy, Judge Joe Dredd versus Necro. Dude, did you see also, talking about getting a bloody hug. At the end, Necro, as everybody was helping him to his feet after he was absolutely demolished in the brain, he kissed. He had somebody hand him the American flag, kissed the American flag, and then hugged Andy Lawler.
It was a last man standing match.
That's what it's all about.
I'm jealous. I wish that I would have gotten hugged by Necro. I don't want the blood
Bloody
on
hug.
me.
Bloody hug.
The bloody hug is crazy. I bloody hugged Mance Warner at the end of Cage 20.
That's precious. I love it. I'm jealous.
We had a nice. I
Chris?
really cared. I really thought that. We thought that things were going to turn around from that point on, but in fact they didn't. Arrow Boy goes on to defeat Judge Joe Dredd.
With the quickness, it seemed.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it was quick. Dredd was worn out from Necro. And then the kicker, after that match, Alex Colon and Dredd gave Arrow Boy the shirt. He's now Blood Fighter.
Part of the group.
Wow.
Yeah, he's part of the group
Mutual
now.
respect. Phil Insane defeats Eric Ryan. Dale Patrick defeats Bobby Beverly. So now you have a threesome, a three-way for the
Elimination.
King of the
It was elimination too.
It was a triangle.
Canvas.
So it wasn't a threesome, it was a triangle.
Triangle
Concrete
elimination.
canvas match.
Concrete canvas.
Yeah, the concrete canvas made it dope.
Absolutely horrifying. Arrow Boy, Dale Patrick's Phil Insane. Arrow Boy wins.
Yeah, Phil Insane got eliminated first, and then it was Dale Patrick.
Can I
What?
Can I ask, do we prefer the concrete canvas or the square circle of sacrifice?
What's the circle of sacrifice?
I guess the squared circle of sacrifice is not concrete, it's wood. It's you take the canvas up and it's the wood panels that they fight on. It's the squared circle of sacrifice.
This was actually, it was the concrete canvas was on the, it was like the concrete.
On the boards.
It was on the boards were like the outskirts. So it was like a mix of boards
It was
and
board
concrete.
and concrete.
Yeah, like if you could still do like a suplex onto the apron. It would be wood.
From an announcer standpoint, Pat, would you rather announce a concrete canvas or a square, an SSS, an SSS? What would you rather announce, Pat?
What's the SSS again?
Nazis. No.
Circle of sacrifice.
Squared circle of sacrifice.
No, that's
Squared
lame. That's
circle of
stupid.
sacrifice.
That's stupid.
SCS.
It's concrete
SCS.
canvas. Yeah. It doesn't.
Concrete's involved down there.
It doesn't describe what it is. You know what I mean?
I do like a bare board match though. Bare board match is highly enjoyable.
Jesus Christ.
How are the Kirks?
What about the Kirks?
How are they?
Yeah, they're doing great, dude. They just got promoted at Walmart. What do you want me to tell you?
I only bring them up because we talked about the squared circle of sacrifice. And the first squared circle of sacrifice was Tremont and DJ. And then the second one was Jimmy Lloyd and Casey.
Let's get to Larry's favorite part of the show. So, Brian, break it down, baby.
Basically, every week we show a rare piece of merchandise that you could win by commenting on the actual video, not the live chat that's happening while I show these, but the video. You have to comment on the video. And then the next week, Patrick will read the comments and randomize the comments, and then there will be one winner who wins the rare merchandise. But you have to comment. You can say whatever you want.
Anything.
Read them.
Now.
Read them, Pat.
All right, give me a damn second here. I'm dealing with the randomizer. This is from 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Lucha Libre.
That's why I have the urgency. I have the urgency because my motherfucker's been waiting for my favorite part.
Motherfucker.
Lucha Libre says, I would really love to hear more about what Brian truly did in XPW. How many flights he booked, what really happened with Jasmine St. Clair, his trip to California, like a behind the ring, dark side of the ship with Brian. But yeah, same opinion. He didn't kill XPW. Are you talking to Rob these days? What does he say? Brian.
I'm gonna say the best thing Brian did for himself early on was buying Larry the cock cake with the condom, and when we cut into it, it nutted.
Yeah,
you know
it was
what
the
I'm
best
talking
shit
about,
ever.
Brian, that was when you became a made man in the Pauly Walnuts, Tony Soprano, fucking, Latanza heist.
It was
shit.
the cock cake.
It was the cock with the bro.
With the
legendary coming cock cake.
Because
cake
Brian, I'm going to tell you why. Because my first XPW show, that same thing happened for Slava. I didn't even know who Slava was.
Who's
but
that?
My first time there, I know. But my first time there, Slava they were doing this big whole presentation of a cake, and Slava, it's your birthday. We love you. This is the family that we are. So the fact that you and your fiance hooked that up, I really feel like that was when it was like, this motherfucker's, he's here to help.
I help with cake.
Not only cake that comes.
Cake
that comes, Brian. That cake, I cut into that cake and it nutted. It nutted all over the place.
Legendary.
Vanilla.
Cake. Nut cake.
What other behind
It
the
was
scenes
so hot.
stories?
What are you eating? What are you eating, Nick? Beef and macaroni?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Same thing. Same
Yeah,
thing.
you know. I gotta eat, man.
Just for the record, what happened between me and Kid Osborne was not part of the show. That was
It looked like it.
It looked like it, but that was an unscripted,
the original
unwritten happening.
Dude, we make magic happen. Kid became a made man with that. That's the shit that got me over.
You should have hulked up, Brian, and no-selled it and got up.
Dude, I did no
sell it. That's what made him mad.
I was not happy that Tarzan was like, "Oh, this motherfucker's no selling my push," and went in on you. I was mad at Tarzan for that.
Pushed
I'm like,
him into oblivion.
We didn't know Tarzan,
he's not a wrestler.
And he became my champion.
Good times. What really happened with Jasmine St. Clair? I feel like Sean decided to make a card for Jasmine St. Clair, and it was like a huge debacle. It was a huge thing that put us...
No, the debacle was that a joke was made, and I made a meme of the joke, and then it was a whole snowballing effect where she was very upset and was
I don't even remember this.
It was all over a joke. It was all over a very funny joke.
John Richter!
God.
Long-winded comment / discussion below. First, I want to say, in 2025, I've seen Jersey Championship Wrestling, MCW, GCW, CZW, BCW. I plan on continuing going to them. I also listened to Cornette Daly and Stevie Richards podcasts. I previously listened to Dutch and Arn Anderson podcasts. With that being said, about 5 days ago, Hitman Lauderdale made a comment quoting Jim Cornette saying GCW is more successful than Smoky Mountain Wrestling ever was. Now, I think that kid is way out of touch, because that's like bragging my Wi-Fi in 2025 is better and faster than yours.
Yes, dude! Yes!
K AOL modem in 1995. Different times.
Dude. Fuck yes. Yes, yo.
Different times mean different products and results. We're
talking DWI, Dave Meltzer, newsletter, internet, instant, bro.
There were still territories in the 90s. New kids watching Blvd Bullies. Territories means you pretty much stayed in your area, and that was it. No internet. Wrestling schools.
No internet!
Learning to wrestle was not as commonly available. And Smoky Mountain Wrestling was never meant to be the next Crockett Promotions. As of now, Cornette hasn't fired back at Brett. And I hope he doesn't, because that would just be leveling up GCW. Just like Gail Kim.
Dude, who said this? That's the winner. Is that Johnny? That's the winner. The fuck everybody else. That's the winner right there.
But it's
that's
true.
The winner.
And we were talking about
I'm saying right now, I'm giving them the golden thumbs up. They win. They're absolutely fucking right. They're absolutely fucking right.
Well, you haven't heard the rest of the comments. They might be even longer and smarter.
Well, keep going.
But it's so true. Gail Kim fell into the trap that John Richter is warning Cornette.
Rage baiting.
Just to get on the level, just to get the numbers.
Yeah, don't talk to Brett. Don't get Brett clout. He's got all the clout that he can handle with Atlantic City, a failed city. He's got all the clout he can handle with Atlantic City and getting all the 50 states.
Well, this is an interesting comment. Official Larry Legend says, "Great insight, John."
Oh,
that's the
I
winner.
don't even know what I'm saying.
That's the winner.
I think that's the winning comment.
That's the
Dude,
winner.
I'm sorry. I don't even know what the fuck. I'm sorry. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I like that
John
comment.
Richter, thanks, bro. Pimp of the dongs. Because on another hand, it is safe to say, okay, Big Time Wrestling was more successful than GCW, ECW, and Smoky Mountain Wrestling combined, running and usually selling out the Kobo ×2, ×3 a week for years and years, on top of being in NWA territory. This is where the average wrestling fan needs to Google Big Time Wrestling. So I think Napoleon's insight, I think by Napoleon he means Brett. Larry, are you getting a fucking phone call?
I gotta call my mom.
He's
My
making
mom
a
is
call.
saying, "Call me, please. Call me, please." Hey, you okay over there? Are you okay over there?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be over there shortly as soon as
Send
the
her
podcast
McDonald's.
is done.
Okay.
All right, then.
Send her McDonald's.
No,
Burger
she
King.
likes Gordon's fish. She likes the frozen. She likes the Gordon's fisherman. Okay, all you 80s baby.
Fisherman.
Yes, bro. That's what she likes. And she likes Stouffer's beef and macaroni. She's good. You know, she's good. But
I
no,
think
you
no,
should-
Johnny Richter. Yeah, go back. Go ahead, Pat. Keep going.
And then
Go
John
back.
Richter, I mean, dude, there's not much else happening in these fucking comments. You guys
Dude,
are-
well, I listen. I must have read the comments earlier.
I think
And
so.
I must have fucking already sucked Johnny's dick. He's absolutely right, bro. It's a different world. Like the show that came after the Cosbys. It's like you can't even compare them shits, bro. Smoky Mountain was working with Meltzer and the Wrestling Observer and Pro Wrestling Illustrated and all this old, like you gotta wait for it media. GCW is as soon as Alaska's happening, you're seeing it.
And Smoky Mountain had fans that were actually fans back then. Like, these schmucks don't know anything they're fucking talking about.
Yeah,
And
it's
they
more of
get-
a-
It's
more of a treehouse.
Yes.
Trendy
Yes,
treehouse.
yes,
They called
yes.
wrestling a sport back then, motherfuckers.
Yes,
like, they
yeah.
called it a sport.
They're like, oh, this shit is like the new ECW. Well, let's be early adopters so that then when it really takes off and the promoter blows his brains out one day, we can be like if we were there for the first homecoming in Atlantic City. We didn't really wrestling was, but we were there. Yeah, bro, yeah.
No, I think most of the people who are TikTokers who go out to GCW, I think when Brett Lauderdale comes out, they go, "Who the hell's this guy?"
I
Like the only people who care or
know.
know about it. Who's this
I don't know.
weird
He's been
short
with-
guy with
he-
the
bro.
backpack? Why is this guy with
Bro,
the backpack?
He's been with Steph. He's been with Steph Mania
Those
weekend.
are AI.
He's
Those
got-
are early AI
He's
photos.
got.
That's a
he's got
doppelganger.
Shayna. He's got Shayna on his shows.
Dude, that wasn't
He's
even
got-
Stephanie McMahon. That was a body double to see if Brett or Jimmy would try to kill her.
Secret Service.
Yeah, dude, that was a Secret Service plot.
Secret Service.
And
Listen,
because
listen,
they could
I
have
don't-
sworn
I don't-
they researched everything about Jimmy Lloyd. They said this guy's gonna stab Stephanie McMahon in the heart in the first public meetup, and then they did a body double.
I'm not with Brett no more. But bro, after he was on Dark Side of the Ring talking about Whopper, everybody knows him, bro. Everybody knows him because he's like, we got a Whopper. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about? The Dark Side of the Ring with Nikki when he was like, we got a Whopper.
Yeah.
A
Yes.
Whopper.
Yes. Yes. We do. Yes. Anyway, John Richter.
He's over.
Very insightful comment.
He's more over than DJ. He's more over right now than DJ is. DJ ain't
Nobody's
taking no
more
pictures.
over than DJ. How fucking dare you, dude?
Danny DeMonto is more. Danny DeMonto is more over than DJ. Chad Middies is more over than DJ.
Oh, what do you think about this?
Meeting
They've
of the
announced-
mind.
The Mins.
Dude, he's relentless. He's relentless. He's like on Adderall and Coke in an orgy.
Pink cocaine.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
He's on that pink cocaine.
Yo,
Yeah.
did you hear about this Chad Mins and Danny DeMonto meeting of the minds? It's taking place at an undisclosed location.
Very important meeting.
They're getting together in a Sopranos warehouse,
Bada bing.
and they're gonna talk business. This is gonna be a meeting of the Mins, dude. Have you seen this? This is gonna
Of the
change. This is gonna change the entire fucking landscape of pro wrestling.
Oh shit.
Hello?
I miss his son. I miss Logan.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Can you hear
Who the
me?
fuck
Can
is
you
that?
guys hear me?
Ah,
Have you heard about
Yeah.
this meeting of the minds? Can we comment, please?
I don't know if I care.
Who gives a shit?
It's gonna change the landscape.
yeah. Who gives a
They're
shit?
gonna buy
Oh,
RPW. They're buying RPW. Haven't you
Oh,
heard?
well, RP,
that
yeah, RPW.
Chad Mins and Danny DeMonto. They're meeting in a warehouse in the slums of Jersey, and they're gonna discuss putting their fucking money together, taking a Navy Federal credit loan to buy RPW.
Yo, Danny's gonna say to Chad, we can do this the easy way, or we can
Hold
do
on.
it the hard way.
The hard way, you understand?
The hard way. You can do it the easy way, or you can do it the hard way.
I'm gonna make this move, and you're gonna sit there, and you're gonna fucking like it, and you're gonna absorb it, and you're gonna not ask me any questions, okay? Capiche?
You know what?
all the indies are about to come up because WWE and AEW are about to go all the way down. All of us indie motherfuckers, CZW, MCW, we're all about to come up in this next wave.
Okay.
They got Benoit. They got Benoit coming out. Crying.
They got MLK turning into
They're done.
NWO.
They're done.
Dude, in 12 months, you're not going to know what's AI and what's not.
Wasn't Malcolm X part of Nation of Domination?
Yep, and they had a Tupac Biggie wrestling thing. Have you seen the one of Michael Jackson stealing the man's fried chicken?
Of course. Of course.
Dude,
it's like they're gonna be able to erase Vince being like, "Stay up, my nigga," by doing shit like this. Like nobody's gonna remember Vince saying, "Stay up, my nigga."
I'll never forget. I will never forget that shit. That's such.
Bro, you will.
McMahon
You
moment.
will because they're gonna have Terry Runnels and Sonny kissing and making out. They're gonna have Goldust's daughter making out with Jim Ross and shit.
why are you making it all about making out? Why is it all about
Because
making
that's
out?
what we want. That's what we want. That's what they always teased us with. They always teased us with like, oh, these motherfuckers are making out once they're not on TV. You know, the cat, Jerry Lawler's passing her around the locker room to Val Venus and the Hardy Boys and filming all this shit. You know, and that was when we all knew what was going on. But now through AI, they're going to be like, oh, you want to see China getting railed by all of DX? Gotcha.
5 minutes.
Maybe we should get out ahead of it, start a subscription service.
I
She did
already
dress up
started
as
the
She-Hulk.
OnlyFans. Y'all was letting me do it by myself. I was coming all over the place.
Hell no, I'm on OnlyFans too. I was coming too. I'm all right, Larry.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
good.
you guys
just like to see people
think about
come.
it this way. You guys don't even have to actually come anymore. You could just make a video of AI making you look like you're coming.
Exactly. Yep.
You don't even have to
Perfecto.
come anymore. You don't gotta come no mo. Hey, comment on no, this one is
Who wins? Who wins the giveaway?
John
though? Are we
Richter.
done?
You've won the giveaway of the two guys.
Yeah, give it to Johnny. Give whatever to Johnny. That shit is on point. I liked it and talked about it when you made it, and then you had me fucking going off here on the cast. Yeah, bro. It's a different world, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
that's like saying that my 5G Wi-Fi connection is faster than your 56K dial-up.
You're on a fucking cricket course and I'm on a baseball field.
Speaking of baseball,
Yeah.
I met Jesse Winker today of the New York Mets.
I saw
Who the
that.
fuck is that?
I
Who
saw
the fuck is
that.
that guy?
Congratulations.
Yeah, I was smoking a cigarette outside. He walked right by me. And then I thought about Daniel DeMonto's new attitude and his new way of thinking where it's like, take the picture.
He's got a new attitude.
Take the picture. Love.
Oh my god, I saw that shit. What the
Love
fuck?
who you love. Love with love and who you love. So I said, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to chase Jesse Winker down the street. You know, not at a full sprint. I was at like a light jog. And then I got within like 6 feet of him, right? And I'm going to shout his name. So I go, is that you? And he turned around.
That's good.
And and he looked at me and I looked at him. And I went, I was like, can we take a picture, dude? And he goes, yeah, let's make it quick. And he was walking with a priest. And he goes, we can take the picture as long as Monsignor Thomas is in it as well.
Interesting.
And I was like, yeah, great.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Touch my pearls.
Yeah, and I said,
Touch my pearls.
I said, oh, that's great, sure. And then Monsignor Thomas was like, no, he doesn't want a picture with me. He wants a picture with you. And I said, no, Monsignor Thomas, I want a picture with you as well. Let's all three of us take this photo right now. So we took the photo, And then I shook Monsignor Thomas's hand. I looked back to Jesse Winker. He was already 3 feet. He was already walking, eating his sandwich.
Mhm.
But I got the photo.
What kind of sandwich?
Very important.
It looked good.
What was the sandwich? Do you know what it was?
It looked like some kind of ham and cheese type of.
I want to add. Hold on.
It was definitely red meats within.
I don't like ham and cheese.
I want to ask.
Ham isn't red meat, is it?
If you're eating a ham and cheese, you're a homicide
color.
over.
White.
It was
It's
in
white.
color.
Oh,
white.
understood.
It's white.
There's something in the sandwich that was the color reddish.
I want to ask everybody. Have they ever been in a situation where they met someone that was like uber famous, but they couldn't take a picture? If there's a story where you met like a Michael Jackson or a Martin Luther King, but because it was like
I work security at Irving Plaza, and I would work the back door and see like fucking lots of famous people, and I wouldn't be able to ask them for their picture.
Most famous who? Most famous
maybe Sting or fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine. He Treywayed me. He was like Treyway.
What about Ick? You? Any Ick?
Eddie Murphy told me I was taking too fucking long with my camera.
You filmed him?
No, I didn't film him. I was just taking too long to set up the picture, to take the picture with him. He said, "You're taking too fucking long."
And then he walked away.
Dude. Yeah.
He just walked.
That's cool, though. I got cussed out by Eddie Murphy, so that's pretty badass, in my opinion.
This week's giveaway, though.
Yo! There it
I
is!
love that one!
I thought that girl was giving that dude a blowjob for a second, it looked like.
It's a medium, so.
Yo, so
Medium?
comment on this video with your celebrity stories, with your horror movie takes, with your October Times, with your New York hardcore, Andy Lawler, Necro Butcher stories. What do you got there?
Yo,
G?
Andy Lawler was like the first Ring of Honor fan that made me feel like a celebrity, because he came up to me in Nashville and was like, "Yo, you're Larry Legend." And he had a ponytail. He had a Hulk Hogan ponytail at the time. Andy Lawler at one point had a Hulk Hogan kind of ponytail deal. And he came up to me at the Nashville County Fairgrounds and he was like, "Bro, you're Larry Legend." And I'm like, "I am." And he's like, "I watch CZW all the time. I know you." And I was like, "Oh my God. Yeah, well, now I'm Ring of Honor." And he was just like, "Can we get a picture?" And I was like, "Hell yeah." And it was one of the best moments of my fucking career.
I feel Andy should have a handlebar.
That's all I want to say about the whole Andy Lawler pulling up on that nigga, that guy who fucking flipped his hat. It was like, "Yo, stop talking about me being a Nazi because I like Schlack or Necro. Like, I'm not a Nazi." Like,
yeah, pussy.
And that guy sat there. Body language is everything, bro. Stand the fuck up. Stand up. Stand up. You're not going to stand up. He's going to sit there with his arms crossed like this, like, "Oh, I'm just enjoying the show."
That's what I would
I feel like standing up.
I know you would have.
That's what I would have done, dude. I would have sat right there.
Standing up right now.
But, you know, if he flicked my hat, I would have either gone and gotten my hat, or I would have swung the chair at his head.
And I wish that would have happened, but bitches like that don't swing the chair, Pat.
No, that's a
they
bad
don't
idea.
Swing the chair. Yeah.
That's probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
All right, what else? I'm kind of drunk. I got to go to my work pumpkin party after this.
I want to know what's going on with the Kevin Gill. I want to know what's going on with the Kevin Gill GCW lawsuit. That's what I want to know about. The Kevin Gill GCW lawsuit. I want to know about that.
Is there public information about it?
No. But I mean, the chat knows shit. We're the Deathmatch Elite podcast.
There's some anonymous members.
The Deathmatch Elite podcast.
Well, the whole thing, I think a lot of it has to do with
Brian,
Kevin
can
Gill.
you tilt your camera up slightly?
Kevin Gill using getting money from the Patreon or getting money for the GCW Patreon because he ran it, and then like
It was
they owe him
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
hundreds of
But I'm
thousands.
sure
of
Kevin
dollars.
Gill was taking care of flights. I'm sure Kevin Gill was taking care of hotels. I'm sure Kevin Gill was taking care of payments for the 24-hour. Remember that 24-hour COVID shit where wrestlers wrestled for 24 hours? I'm sure Kevin Gill was taking care of all of that.
Yeah, apparently
Forever.
there's a scam. He was scamming.
Forever.
Yes, Pat, you remember? Bro, Blvd Bullies will put you motherfuckers on blast, bro. We remember this shit. This shit is not old. We remember it. We remember this shit, bro. And Kevin Gill, to my understanding,
Always the
having
worst.
having left GCW, and Kevin Gill kind of like helping, he was a helper. He handled all that shit.
Happy to be here.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, you can't play with us no more, Kevin Gill. You're not good enough.
Because we owe you
Sounds
money.
Sounds familiar?
Because we owe you money.
Sounds familiar?
You suck now because we told you didn't suck enough, that you want the money that you're worth, and now you suck. And not only
suck because you know where the bodies are buried.
when you're free,
You know where the bodies are buried. You gotta go.
When you're
You gotta
free,
show him the door.
when you're free, you're
Show
the
him
best.
the door when he knows the bodies are buried.
When you are free, you are the best. And then when you need, a little bit of gas money. Dude, and I'm not even talking about Kevin Gill saying, yo, I set this whole thing up. I need 10, 15, 20, whatever percent. I'm just talking about, hey,
$1,000.
could you just give me my Uber money back? Well, no, you suck. Well, but you said that I was great and that I should take an Uber to every single place you go.
And get Ubers for everyone else.
Well,
And DoorDash.
all right,
Uber Eats,
and hey,
all
you know
that.
what? My Uber was $80. My Uber was $80.
Postmates.
You want to
Postmates. All kinds.
Could you spare $40? My
He spent 100.
three friends.
What?
My three. I know that you had 150 people in the brewery, but my three friends that you forced to pay $40 each, could you give me two of those?
No.
Six $20 bills? No, well, actually, you suck.
Actually, right. Actually.
It actually turns out that you suck. And that everything you've been doing, we hate.
We never liked you.
We never liked you. And you don't even belong in the building. And your friends
socks are too
suck
high.
too. How dare you ask?
How dare you?
We're
Yes,
literally
Pat.
doing you a
Yes.
favor.
Yo, share the podcast tonight, please.
Hey,
everybody.
could I just, out of my four
This is what we
friends,
do.
out of my
This is
four
what the fuck we
friends,
do.
out of my four friends that you refused to put on the guest list, and that you made pay $45 each,
Vinny Stigma don't pay that much.
could I get two of those $20 back? Which, by the way, I already spent at the bar because you only gave me one drink ticket.
No drink tickets for Lar.
How dare you?
That's a shame.
Yeah, we already know that you're.
I would just finesse the bitches at the fucking stand, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're doing the show here."
No.
Pat, you know what I'm talking
No,
about. You
don't
just
worry.
fucking be like,
I
I'm
through no other
tired.
options. I didn't have any
They'd
other
be like,
options. I had to do that because I was forced to, Larry. Anyway,
Yeah, you
Hey.
know the rigmarole.
shout out MLJ, who's never too cheap.
MLJ
There's all
takes
around print shirts.
MLJ takes the money, and that's why he does what he wants to do.
And he doesn't pay for DoorDash either.
The money.
MLJ doesn't make a lot per show. He does not make a lot. But that's why he dresses the way he wants to dress. My nose is running. I gotta get a tissue.
Okay, whatever.
I'll be right back.
Anyway, what else is in the news? Are we watching the Saudi Arabian, fucking Paris, fucking Perth, Australian?
No, because it's so fucking annoying that it's on ESPN.
What,
I'm watching
it's
Ed Gein.
Oh, Ed Gein, 29% Rotten Tomatoes, very, very poor.
I mean,
I don't give a fuck.
You watched it? You're watching it?
Yeah, it's good shit. I'll say the only thing to get used to is Charlie Hunnam when he makes the voice. The voice is very hard to get over.
What
He's
about
scary as
where
fuck.
do
He's
you
scary as
rank
fuck,
it?
dude.
Where do you rank it with Dahmer? How do you compare those?
Gein?
Yeah,
Listen,
Gein
without
or Dahmer?
Ed,
the
listen,
Netflix, the
I'm gonna-
Netflixers.
I'm always gonna put anything that's a story about Ed Gein first before everybody because Ed Gein was the original. He was the man that really set it off.
Dahmer's so much cooler than Ed Gein, though.
Ed Gein's fucked up, brother.
Ed Gein.
It's really like I mean, it's disturbing shit.
You want to feel bad for the guy because you know he's fucking slow as fuck. You know he's not old age.
Yeah, it's all fucked up. He's
And
Well,
his
that's
mom?
one of the things that everyone's complaining about is all these documentaries paint them in a sympathetic light. Oh,
it's
were
not
fucked
sympathetic.
up.
It's not, but
They
You
were all
can't feel
fucked
sympathetic
up.
for Jeffrey Dahmer.
They
People
were
that do fucked up-
molested, or they
Right.
were something.
people that do fucked up things have fucked up upbringings.
Yeah, but how many people have gotten fucked up things done to them who don't wear a skin jacket? It's
Because they have
Put a
that
person in a
mechanism
barrel.
to
Not
shut
many,
it off.
not many people have. That's why he's fucking crazy and
They have that
interesting.
switch to shut it off.
But
Patrick.
you saw that the Dahmer thing. All of the victims' families were like, "Yo, this is bullshit. We hate this. Why are we making this a thing?" And I feel like that's what's happening with Ed Gein as well. Except it's like
Well, they make that part of the show too. Like there's like they flash forward to the future where they're like using Ed Gein as inspiration for movies, and they're like glorifying these murderers to make
They bet.
money to make movies that
That's
people are going to
why-
buy and watch. But people like watching it. People like watching the sick shit.
They should have never did that with criminals in the first place. You popularized it. Now you'll never get rid of it. That's why there's actual fucking sites where you can buy murder memorabilia.
It's Alfred Hitchcock. They portray Alfred Hitchcock when they're making the movie
right,
Psycho.
he's a user. He exploited poor Ed Gein.
Well, Norman Bates is based on Ed Gein.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Anyway, it's what's the movie that Ben Stiller's character in Tropic Thunder acts in, and Matthew
About the guy with the mental
my left foot
retardation.
or whatever the fuck, and Robert Downey goes like, you went full.
Yeah, you
You
can
can never go
retard.
full.
You can never go
can
full.
And I feel like the Dahmer thing is like pretty bad, but it's not full. And from what I've seen
but
of
full
the
is just telling the story because it's still true story.
yeah, but
the
he's like,
things
I've
actually
seen I haven't watched it, but I've seen the trailer. He's at the
Ed Kemper
restaurant.
went full.
He's like, hi, hi, and it's
Ed,
like
Ed Kemper went
it's
full.
like
That's
fucking
what he did.
Eugene the musical,
Yeah, but I would say that he's definitely a weird guy. He was definitely a weird guy. The guy
So was
played-
Son of Sam. Son of Sam was a weird motherfucker too.
to be able to do those kinds of things, you have to be a weird person.
Brian, let's get to your movie review. Last week you watched which film? Now that you're a Regal Platinum member.
One battle after another with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, OBAA.
Benicio, yeah, BAA. OBAA. One battle after another. Right?
How was it?
Oh shit!
It's from all the I've been to the movies. That was like
He's
the
shaking
fifth
him.
movie. That was definitely the best movie that I've been to. Like it was 2.5 hours, and it was the fastest 2.5 hours because it was such a good movie.
And what are you seeing this evening?
The Smashing Machine with the Rock.
Oh, Smosh Mosh.
Smosh with the Rosh.
Larry, do you have any desire to go see this film? Smosh Mosh?
Only thing I want to see is the senator historic Baltimore theater in Baltimore. Obviously, they're showing Fright Night. They're showing the original Fright Night with Roddy McDowell.
It's a good
And,
vampire. It's a good vampire movie.
Yeah, and it's probably my favorite, actually, now that I articulate this. It's probably my favorite vampire movie of all time. And I'm going to go see it.
More than the
That's all I
Lost
care about.
Boys. More than the Lost Boys, and more than
Lost Boys!
Lost Boys!
Lost Boys, if the other vampires in Lost Boys weren't just like background fodder, like if they actually had like I'm a nigga that's fucking shit up, and they were just like Kiefer's like sidekicks, then maybe. But I long to know more about them and see like how their machinations are, and it's the Kiefer show. So no, not Lost Boys, not Lost Boys, bro.
Did you ever see Midnight Mass?
Oh, I fucking hate Midnight Mass, dude.
I like that show.
Oh,
it was a take on vampires.
It's a stupid bad show.
It was a good show.
It's a bad show. Were you the one who told me and my girl? I feel like you and Amanda were the one who told me and my girlfriend at the time to watch this. And me and my girlfriend sat down and watched this. I said, "This sucks."
It was good. It was
I
enjoyable.
can't listen. I can't trust anything that Brian.
Not for everybody. But we're not the only people that liked it.
All right. So, in the spirit of Halloween, let's go around and give the viewers Halloween horror film recommendations. Be it a classic, one that needs to be on the list, or be it a deep cut that maybe nobody's ever heard of, that you hold near and dear to your October hallowed Halloween heart. Rhinestone.
I don't want to go first. Don't put me
Brian!
on the spot first. There you go.
I'm gonna say Hereditary is a movie you gotta watch during this season. But also, honorable mention, Through the Eyes of My Mother. I don't know if you've ever heard of this movie, but it's like a black and white horror flick, and it's brutal. And I highly recommend it. It's about a father and a daughter and a crazy psycho.
Sounds absolutely horrible. I was going to go Hereditary. I'm going to go my all-time favorite, Event Horizon. Sam Neill, Lawrence Fishburne. With modern or, what would you say, like, secondary pick. You know what? How about Babadook? Babadook is a very Hereditary-esque movie. It's kind of like Australian.
The Babadook was more of like a monster. It was like a monster, and Hereditary was more of like witchy and Covenant.
But
like
they were both
culty.
they were both still like cerebral. Like, is the person going crazy or is the entity existing? You feel me? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go. I forgot what I was saying. Babadook and Event Horizon. Larry, give us two.
Yo, I'm about to make it a trifecta. I as well say Hereditary, and in addition to Hereditary, I'm gonna go with Hush. The Netflix movie Hush. As two movies that, like, when I was watching them, I was 100% gripped, and like you could not tear me away from the screen while I was watching. So Hush and Hereditary, HH, and guys, I'm gonna say this right now, and I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Honorable mention, Coven, of American Horror Story, Coven. The
which one
is another like horror-esque thing that I couldn't not stop watching. I could not see the next episode of the first Coven American Horror Story. So Hereditary, Hush on Netflix, and Coven on American Horror Story.
Well, let's add a TV show then too. My TV show that I'm going to add is not Fall of the House of Usher. What was the one before that on Netflix? You know what I'm
I
talking
don't know.
about.
You're talking about it.
Hold on.
No.
Dude, American Horror Story sucks. It's not fall down.
No,
So
those
But
first.
that one, you're right. It
those
does.
first,
It
the
does.
first four,
Pat,
like,
but that one, Coven.
those first few seasons were sick. The one with the house, the one with the horror house,
oh, the house.
and the
Bro, I'm not
asylum.
gonna forget that shit.
No, you know what? I
Asylum is sick.
tried to get with you on the TV, but I just don't know the name of the thing that I wanted to ride with you on.
Well, I'm just saying mine were Hereditary, Hush, horror for Halloween. Hereditary, Hush. I recommend to everybody to just fucking like lose yourself in some shit. And honorable mention, I gotta say that American Horror Story season, Coven.
Yeah, TV doesn't count. Ryan, so your
It
turn.
doesn't.
How many am I supposed to pick? 5?
Just give us 2 films.
Okay.
Give us 2 films.
All right, here you go. Number 1, because it's on Devil's Night, and it's a legendary movie, The Crow.
I've never seen the original The Crow.
The Crow is on Devil's Night, which is Halloween, and it's fitting, and it's a great fucking movie, and it's classic. So I'm going to go there. And then number 2, since we're the one with the very fast vampires. Not World War Z.
Not Permanent Midnight.
30 Days of Night.
30 days,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bad fucking flick.
Yeah, I was gripped by that too. I was not turning away.
I truly feel that was the best attempt at making vampires different in any kind of way. That you couldn't stop them fucking things in that movie.
Interview with the Vampire.
I was just about to say,
sexualized. Interview with the Vampire makes them so sexualized that it becomes like a homo thing, and not even really like a gay, not even a horror thing. It becomes like, what a, you know.
I think that's because of the whole Anne Rice thing. Truly, Larry, is because the vampire Lestat was a very sexualized character. He was a rock star. He was a fucking sexual rock star. Like, everybody was driven by this dude. That's why I never got into those movies, because they're too hyper-sexualized. I want my vampires fucking ignorant and mean and bloodthirsty and want to just tear something apart, which is 30 Days
by
of Night.
nature, they're very, very sexy.
It's fuck that shit.
Well,
they can't see the reflection.
I mean, I think that's Bram Stoker and the romanticizing.
There's
That's
a BBC
Bram
show, the BBC of fucking Dracula. So good. A little bit
here's
sexy.
a question.
Very cool. Very good.
Here's a question.
There's good sexy stuff out there.
Here's a question for you guys. If a fucking vampire can't see themselves, how the fuck they groom themselves?
Dude, they just have 1,000 years of practicing combing their hair. What about
They're undead. They're undead.
What about this Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein?
That's Christian Bale's playing.
The one with the tattoos?
Christian Bale, Oscar Isaac, Benicio, not Benicio.
Well, it's
Guillermo
it's the Bride of Frankenstein. Is the movie's about the bride, right? Isn't it?
He has tattoos and shit in this movie, Frankenstein, and it's fucking stupid.
No, it's Guillermo del Toro. It's gonna be awesome.
It's fucking stupid. Why does Frankenstein have to have tattoos? Is he gonna have a pierced nose too?
Well, if that's one of the corpse's noses, then yeah.
This is not the classic horror people that I remember. You're fucking with Universal monsters now.
Hey,
Larry understands. I'm gonna stand the fuck up in 5 seconds.
Dude. If they ever remake Clockwork Orange, I will never see another thing in my life ever again.
They are.
They're gonna remake The Creature of the Black Lagoon.
They're remaking Clockwork Orange with fucking Evan Peters, dude.
No.
Yes, they are.
No.
Welcome to fucking reality.
No.
It's Evan Peters.
No.
It's the Dahmer guy. They're making him. They're making him the Jack McDowell character in a Clockwork Orange. Then there's gonna be almond milk instead of regular milk.
No. Dude.
Yes. Yes.
And no graping. And no graping at all.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
And it's going to be a whole story about how it's not their fault because they're poor. Evan Peters, main guy in Clockwork Orange. Welcome to the future, Larry. Get used to watching Tupac on Monday Night Raw and Michael Jackson stealing your fried chicken and moonwalking away.
Peter Dinklage.
It's over. It's over.
Keep watching Necro Butcher get smashed in the head. You think that was him? It wasn't him. It wasn't even him.
Someone else's head.
He
wasn't
even
in
there.
that venue. That venue was AI. That nice theater.
Look at that theater. Where, in what world, Larry? In what world? What kind of theater is that?
They're remaking The Creature of the Black Lagoon, I heard.
And it's not his fault.
Well, that's old. See, Ick, I almost think that's old enough.
No.
What about Swamp Thing? There needs to
Clockwork
be a
Orange is
Swamp
pretty old.
Thing
That's a pretty old movie. It's not.
You can't fuck with the Universal monsters. There's like a codex. There's something written on a plaque somewhere.
Yeah,
that
but
says
how many
you can't-
Draculas, how many Frankensteins have already?
All you got to do is
Movies are
twist
meant
the
to be
name to
remade. All movies
Nosferatu
are
and
going to
you
be.
can make a
If
Dracula
it's a
movie.
good movie, it's eventually going to be remade.
Brian, I can't wait to hear your Smashing Machine review.
I'm excited to see it.
How was him?
Mark Kerr is sick as fuck. I mean,
Oh yeah, him was 2 weeks ago. What's the him review?
Yeah, how was him? How was him?
I thought him was dope as shit. It was.
Does Marlon fuck in it?
Does he fuck?
He's fucking. They all fuck.
So can you
Does
give me
Marlon have sex scenes in it?
No.
Is it a lot of football?
There's a lot of football. There's a lot of football, and there's death.
Well, I got to see this. I got to see this
There's
one.
football. There's death. There's Satan.
Is there a speech like fucking Al Pacino in
You're
it?
saying that there's football and Satan?
There's football and Satan.
Is there a
That's so
speech
cool.
like Al Pacino did in Any Given Sunday?
I was definitely happy when Satan. It was like it was some devil shit and not just some stupid shit.
You're making me want to watch it now.
I want to check this out.
Marlon Wayans. I feel like Marlon Wayans is always enjoyable.
He's the Wayans brother. He's a fucking legend.
But he's like the funniest one.
He's the one that has a trans kid.
Yeah, but he's been in the most like, dude. He did fucking. You ever see Senseless?
Is his son walking around in a clock on his head?
The Sixth Man.
Some horror movie recommendations
Scary
from
movie.
the chat. The House That Jack Built.
That's a good ass movie.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, that's a good fucking
Obviously,
flick.
he said it's a good ass movie.
House of 1,000 Corpses.
I love that. I love all of the Rob Zombie.
All right, Around Town. Favorite Rob Zombie movie. I think I'm gonna go House of 1,000 was my favorite.
I mean,
Y'all
Devil's Rejects is a better movie than House of 1,000 Corpses.
Dude, y'all are gonna hate me for what I said.
Devil's Rejects is definitely the best shit.
Halloween.
I love that Halloween too.
Ick, I'm right with you. Ick.
The minute that Mike Myers stomps out a fucking dude's head in the parking lot, I was locked. That was the best Mike Myers ever.
It's the only one that's delved into Michael Myers' childhood, where they showed.
You don't care about that part.
Who doesn't?
I don't.
Well, you don't, but other people
He
do.
smashed a stripper up in the fucking mirror. It was legendary. Just took a fucking stripper and bashed her head into the mirror.
I enjoy seeing.
I feel like there's another Rob film that I love besides House of 1,000. I feel
El
like
Super Beasto.
I feel like there's another one I
31,
love.
31 was the one with the it was like the evil theme park.
Listen,
it was like Saw.
Listen to me.
It was like a Saw.
It was like Saw, right?
Listen to me,
Clowns.
Brian. The fact that we didn't know Michael Myers' history back in the original ones, it's what made that shit legendary.
Yeah, I didn't want to know about Mike.
But some people do. I like knowing
But
characters' backstory.
I will say this: the dude that played the kid was legendary. The dude that played the kid, that was fucking.
It was
good.
fucking awesome. It was fucking dope as shit.
You know?
It's great stuff.
But I feel bad for Danny Trejo. He didn't have to get killed like that, Mike.
Anyway, I'm drunk.
That was awesome. He was the.
I think I'm
prison
drunk
guard.
and I'm gonna go to my pumpkin party.
I'm gonna go
Pumpkin
see
party.
the Smashing Machine.
I think I might get a road beer and go to my work pumpkin party.
You have a party?
Larry,
You have a party tonight?
I am playing in the Isle of Staten 2 weeks from this weekend, a week from this weekend, and I need
Hey,
you
Mick.
to come on down and take the ferry with me and go to the show with Christina Diamond. And Brian, you need to take off of work as well. Family emergency.
I know, it's really far down on this one.
So it's a Saturday.
God damn it, Red.
All right,
Shut up,
hey.
Red.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Comment on this video if you
Hey,
want.
hey.
Hey.
Let's talk about the bigs. Can we just give a little to the bigs?
Yeah. Well, I haven't really been watching. I know that they have this Perth, Australia thing coming up. But besides that, I mean, I'm kind of checked out. It's kind of lame.
I fully locked out once it moved to ESPN. Like, once it
I've
moved to
just
ESPN,
been
I just,
seeing
like,
a lot
stopped
of
paying
people. I've just been seeing a lot of people shitting on Hunter and being like, Hunter is drawing the worst ratings ever, and more important is the AI, the WWE AI, that anything that they're doing.
Why are they just blaming Hunter like it's not a fucking team of people that, like, TKO are the owners? Like, it's not just
Because
Hunter.
people think Hunter got Vince removed. People think that, like,
That's his son-in-law. He's still his fucking son-in-law. But he's
married to his daughter.
Stephanie probably
He's
got
married to his
removed.
daughter.
He's married to his daughter, so they're all a family.
Yeah. So daughter's the queen. She's the queen of the fucking pride.
Hall of Famer.
I don't think Vince McMahon hates Triple H.
I don't think he does either, but I think that Triple H probably conspired to get his ass out.
I think there's a
So that
lot of
this whole-
people making decisions,
So that
not just Triple H.
that this whole TKO thing can even happen. Vince would want to keep it in the family for his grandkids and his grandkids' grandkids and his grandkids. Now it's meet me at the movie theater fucking like the night and Dana White.
Well, at first Vince sold it and still kept a part of it. That was the whole thing.
Because he realized the coup.
Right.
Secession.
I just like the fact.
But
that
that was
fact
because
that
of the
Matt
other
Cardona
owners
is
of
running around
TKO.
like
That
an
was
ass
like
clown.
because of TKO though. Like, it wasn't because of his children and Triple H.
By the way, shout out Matt Cardona 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, running around like an ass clown. He's arrived again.
He has arrived. He's back in NXT.
He's back.
Like he's always begged to. Speaking of begging, did you see this Karrion Kross interview?
Stop it.
Dude, we're like
I did it.
Karrion Kross is like, let me tell you something, brother. And then Scarlett goes, no, stop. I'll say it. Because I know you're too proud. I just want to say that if we were to sign to AEW or whatever company, that would be the company that we're with for the rest of our lives. And we would care very, very much about, and we would dedicate our entire lives to. So just saying, it might be AEW or whoever else is listening to this. But that's just the way we feel about the business.
I think this is more important than what you're talking about. You notice that Shane McMahon's back on the roster list on WWE.com?
Shut the fuck up.
Shane McMahon is back on the roster list.
Shut the fuck up.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting just to slip that one in there when
It's
you
not
talking
true.
about my boy. It is. He's on there. Both quads coming in hot.
That was awesome.
I feel like if he
Coming
came back,
in hot.
that would make it more interesting than what is happening right now.
Shane ain't going out like that, dude. There's no way Shane's going out
Well,
like
the
he
person-
did.
The whole John Cena
Shane-
thing. Sorry, Larry.
What? No, you go, Brian.
The whole John Cena thing fell fucking flat once he lost the championship. Like, he won it, and it was all dope, and everything was happening, and then he lost it, and then all the matches that he's doing now is just like, who gives a fuck? He just got crushed by Brock Lesnar.
Well, and the Perth show feels like a Saudi Arabia show. It's like just nonsensical title versus title matches. It's like
Can I
nothing-
backtrack for a second? Can I backtrack for a second? Brian, you want to run that back? Because I'm going to demolish that statement that you just made.
That John Cena
Does
Cena's
everybody
whack?
does everybody still have a problem that Brock smashed fucking Cena?
No, I'm just saying that John Cena's final matches have been
Poop.
Like his whole
Yeah.
the whole story for the ending of his shit is stupid.
The only thing is if the Edge thing really happens, that got me watching it. If the Edge thing really happens, I'm watching.
The Edge thing is really the only thing. Like, if they do a tournament to get to Gunther, it's like, I don't really care. Like, Gunther, Cena,
but there was
I don't
no
care.
way Cena was.
Brock,
There's no way
not
Cena
even
was
Edge. I
ever
bet you it's
Brock.
not even Edge. I bet you money
it would
it's
be
not Edge.
so dope if it was Edge.
It's going to be Brock
so
again.
Yeah, it's going to be
It's
Brock
gonna
or
be Brock.
Gunther.
No, it's going to be for the championship. And he's going to win it again and then retire.
I'm
He's
fine
the
with
last
Gunther.
real champion. He's the last real champion.
I'm fine with the Gunther match. I'm 100% with that one. If they do Gunther versus
Edge
Cena,
is the only thing that gets my radar up.
Yeah,
the whole
that's
thing
it.
sucks.
On this day.
On this day, I find that very fascinating.
It's just, why else did he leave? Like, why else did Edge leave?
Here's why he left. Because they know more than WWE, because everybody in AEW is such a fucking Twitter nerd, that they know that there's a very small amount of Twitter people saying Edge versus Cena. So the reality is that they go, oh, Edge wants to go on vacation for 4 weeks. So here's my idea. We'll tease the Cena thing, but then I'll just come back on our show and it'll be an us thing.
Right. He's obviously still clearly contracted by AEW. Just because he's not on the show
It was
doesn't mean his contract just disappears.
Edge was
Is
just
Edge the same type as everybody else that's contracted,
Yeah.
Brian? Do you know?
It was just a way for him to go
I would assume if
to
he
Bermuda
was
for
wrestling
4
every
weeks.
You
week
would
on the
assume,
pay-per-view.
and that would make you an ass.
Out of you,
No,
No, he's
no.
going.
Edge. There's no way that Tony Khan got Edge to sign some kind of a executive contract. There's no way. He's free to do whatever he wants.
Dude, I think all the Canadians are fucking moles or fucking agents, bro. I think all the Canadians are in there to riddle that shit and be like, the same way that they were like, yo, NWO in all its glory was really just to take that bitch down.
The final contract that Edge had with WWE, he was allowed to just dip out when he felt that he was done. He could have had that with Tony Khan.
On this day, I saw them. I saw Alter Bridge play.
They're not a bad band,
One summer ago. They opened for Seven
And
Dust.
they do the Judgment Days theme too, right? Which is why I was like, yo, the Judgment Days theme is awesome. And you're like, yeah.
It's funny because the Edge did he started the Judgment Day too, and that's why it's an Alter Bridge song. Because it was an Edge. Edge is dipping his toe, his baby Canadian toe, in both pools, and he's got his pussy spread.
How about
more
if
likely
Edge
AEW
came
just made it a meme.
How about if Edge came back with Lita to take on Cena?
That'd be awesome. What about Dudley Boys versus Hardy Boys? TNA Bound for Glory.
I'm afraid.
We're right here, Pat. We're right here.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid too. There's no way it's gonna be good.
Why?
It's gonna be lame. It's gonna be lame.
I don't feel that Devon could really give 100% that he wants. Devon wants to show up and he wants to perform like he used to, but I don't think he's.
What does he do? He holds the guy up for the 3D, does a what's up, and everything's fucking fine, dude.
Devon used to throw those fucking hands. Don't ever disrespect him like that.
I think Pat hit the nail right on the head. Devon's role is a great seller. He was a great heat getter, and Bubba would come in for the Billy Gunn and the spastic shit.
Devon did the greatest. He did the greatest atomic drops. He did the greatest atomic drops.
Yo,
he dove from the top rope. He used to dive from the top rope.
He's gonna take a shared shot on the back and have a fucking full Ric Flair seizure. He's gonna hold the guy up for the 3D, and then he's gonna do a middle rope or even a bottom rope was up, dude.
Bottom rope.
or like second rung of the ladder.
I think that in the point of the career that they are in right now, they're
gonna be
legends.
awesome.
So they're gonna work a legends. They're gonna work a legends match. It's not gonna be back
I
when
think
we
it's-
remember
it's
WrestleMania 2000 and SummerSlam 2000. It's gonna be more like
Matt
in
and Jeff
2025,
Hardy.
like nostalgia.
Matt and Jeff Hardy are gonna work the Sabu Legends match, and Bubba Ray and Devon are gonna work the Hulk Hogan Legends match.
That's fucking.
And
That's
it's gonna be awesome, dude. It's gonna be
I
great.
And all
Fucked
we're waiting
up,
for,
dude.
all we're really waiting for is the next Ric Flair Legends match, like where somebody almost dies.
You're gonna take on Arn Anderson in a fucking last man standing match.
All right, I'm done. I'm hungry.
All right.
Love you.
Love
Get
you
the
back.
Glock on a pole match.
Hey, everybody, thanks for watching. It's the Blvd Bullies versus the World. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Comment on this video to win Legends of Death 3 from the Blvd Bullies.bigcartel.com merch store. And check that out right now. Use code BLVD50 for free shipping over items, over orders over $50. And get those shirts. Larry, show that shirt, dude. That's a nice tee.
Quality stuff.
New Jack almost killed us for it.
Is that Sabu with a fucking scream mask on?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. Pennywise
That's tough as
Supersonic.
fuck.
And by the way, secret item on the merch store is just a long sleeve with only Sabu with the Ghostface mask on as well.
I dig
It's
it.
not Sabu. It's a parody, obviously. All right. Hey, out of time. Bye-bye. If you are a friend of the program, thank you so much. If you are one of our enemies challenging Paul Walter Hauser to a barbed wire ropes match, you're an idiot. And you guys got the same haircut. So until next time, out of time.
Hey, one more thing. Hold on. CZW on the Battleship this Saturday. CZW on the
Battleship?
Battleship
What ship?
in Camden, New Jersey. I mean, look.
They have a
the date
harbor?
is October 18th. October 18th in Camden, New Jersey.
That's
you know
2
I do
weeks from
CZW
now.
sometime. Okay. It doesn't matter. I just want to shout them out. And I also want to shout out Battleground, October 25th, Season of the Witch at 2300 fucking Arena.
Out of time. Bye-bye.